Greetings and well met, my dearest viewer. Tell me, do you perchance enjoy explosions? Because otherwise this video might not be for you. This decidedly mixed bag you are feasting your eyes upon is Red Faction Guerrilla, a rare example of a game with a whole bunch of problems that's saved by one really good gimmick. And what is that gimmick, you ask? Well, the huge explosion in the intro should have given you a bit of a clue, but in case you're a bit of a derp face, let me narrow it down for you. You can smash, rend, and destroy bloody everything. That was meant to fall down. Let's try a bit harder to make it fall down. There we are. You can smash, rend, and the physics, while wonderful, have a habit of bugging out. God damn it. There you are. Most of it kind of mostly okay, those bits of the bridge are actually haunted. That's why they're not falling down, you see. I may have the power of explosions, but I cannot actually get ghosts to let go of a bridge if they don't feel like it. How about I go drive to a place that I know will allow us to have some fun? But yes, Red Faction Guerrilla, an extremely mixed bag of pears and bananas, or whatever the thing I was going for there is. But if you've ever played the Spider-Man 2 movie game, you know exactly what kind of game this is. This is the Spider-Man 2 movie game. Everything was awful. The missions were annoying, the combat was tedious, everything was awful. But it had one really good thing, which was the swinging. Just flying around New York, pushing people off ledges, seeing if you could catch up to them before they turned into a pizza on the ground. It was glorious. And Red Faction Guerrilla has a bunch of annoying features, but what makes you put up with them is the fact that you can just destroy every fucking... One day I'll find a way to demonstrate this. That way, look. What I really should have got is one of the big heavy trucks, because you can just... If you get them going at speed, they can just plow through anything. But let's see if this humble... There we mostly go. Damn it. Fine, I'll find one of the big bloody trucks, and then I will plow down this big thing, and now my current car is stuck. But another lovely thing about Red Faction, the kind of the franchise, which is dead now pretty much, thanks to a certain inferior follow-up to Guerrilla. But another lovely thing is Total Recall. Oh, I've got to spoil it now. I meant to say Red Faction was originally intended as a massive Total Recall tribute. Everything from the design of the spacesuits to the fact that you're punching people on Mars is just massively obviously based on Total Recall. Here's a bunch of things to smash. How about I go smash those? And Guerrilla kind of continues that, but in a half-hearted sense. But again, this is what you're here for. You can... Oh, jeez. Something exploded. There we go. There we go. Finally, something exploded. But the problem is, Guerrilla feels like it was trying to be one of those kind of anarchy simulators like Just Cause 2. But unlike Just Cause 2, I'm not sure why things are still exploding in the background. I'm not complaining, Guerrilla, I'm just confused. The problem is, it doesn't really embrace the anarchy in its mechanics and such nearly as well as Just Cause 2. This feels more like Just Cause 1, in fact. It's just kind of interesting ideas, half-baked, didn't really push them to their extreme, which is all the shame that they made an inferior sequel that kind of felt like they didn't realise what they were doing with the gimmicks. Oh, that's a good thing. Come back here. There's like a bin lorry here. It's like the thing in Hitman Blood Money. I can just stuff infinite corpses in the back. Oh my god, there actually were a bunch of people in the back. Oh, that's what I was looking for. That huge monstrosity. But this is a mission now. I'm gonna just... This is the thing to do. You get a truck and you just plow through things. And it never gets boring. Oh, And this is a terrible save file I've got because it isn't very far through the story. But you get a jetpack and a nano rifle that destroys things. You see, when I'm just describing it, it sounds like the greatest game ever, doesn't it? You have a jetpack and a rifle that makes things disintegrate. And there's this big smashy robot from Jak 2 that plows through buildings and is just colossally overpowered. All of these things are wonderful, but it has all those Spider-Man 2 problems where everything else is annoying. The combat isn't terribly satisfying beyond just smashing people with a hammer. And in speaking of smashing people with a hammer, the game punishes you for collateral damage. Because if anyone gets in the way, any random civilians get in the way, it goes, oh no, you shouldn't have done that, you've hurt the resistance. This is one tough building. I think the explanation is they're kind of understanding that I live on this planet now, so they're trying to build buildings a bit more sturdily. Just, it's so fun. You'll be in the middle of a fight, you're like, oh no, combat, oh, I'm dying, and you're like, I know, I'll smash a door through this wall, and you just escape. Or you'll be having a fight, and so your cover is blown up, and you have to move elsewhere. It's so cool, but it's so hard to describe why Guerrilla doesn't quite get it perfect. But it does give me an idea. Because this was one of the first games I saw in the then next gen, now the old gen. It was coming out and I was like, oh my god, this is the next gen here. This is buildings falling over in awesome ways. It's amazing. We need this in every game. And then no game ever since, apart from the inferior sequel to my understanding, actually employed anywhere near the same kind of awesome physics for buildings and things. And this is my question. Why has no one just massively ripped off this technology? Okay, because can you imagine? This is my... I can only think of one thing that would make Just Cause 3 worth doing, because Just Cause 2 got the formula so good. Oh, this is a good place for smashing things. The only thing I would add to Just Cause 3 is this physics engine. The ability to just destroy buildings in the most entertaining... oh dear. One cut, coughing fit later. The ability to just destroy buildings in whatever ridiculous ability you like. Just, ammo, very important. It's just so... These guys made Saints Row. The same developer did Saints Row, which again feels like it's trying to be that Just Cause 2 kind of thing and gets it closer to good, but doesn't have this physics. It doesn't let you destroy things. And I don't understand why they didn't embrace this more thoroughly. It is by far, without question, at every turn the best thing in the game. But they didn't just go for it. And stuff like the story. You know, I have no problem... Oh, there's like a dust devil here. That's cool. I have no problem with a game not having a story if it's aware that it has no story. If... This is just going to be one of those videos where I talk about things and in case you go, oh, look at this thing that happened. I'm sure that'll be entertaining for some people, but I don't mind a game not having a story if they don't pretend they have a story, which was one of my problems with Guns of the Patriots, of course. But on a more general note, you see this all the time, things like Painkiller. Painkiller has no story, but for some reason they felt obligated to put those terrible, boring cutscenes in that you always skipped. And they hadn't learned their lesson by the expansion because they put them in again. But I have the same problem with Guerrilla. It's like the story is actually even flimsier than the original game, the original Red Faction, which is quite impressive. Because that was just a bare bones rip-off of Total Recall. But they have all these big cutscenes which look like they had a lot of money put into them, and I'm just like, why did you bother? There are no characters here. No one has any character. There's one moment where it feels like a plot twist has happened, but you don't understand why it's a plot twist. You don't really know the character involved, outside of the fact that he gives you missions and has big silly boots on. I've always remembered that as one detail about this game for some reason, is that everyone has giant boots. I suppose it's space. You have permission to dress sillily in space. I enjoy destroying bridges while I'm standing on them. Because I have suicidal tendencies, apparently. Whee! Remarkably, I'm still alive. Put that on my gravestone. Oh. There we go. Oh. Thought I'd escape danger. Then a bridge hit me in the face. Such is Red Faction Guerrilla. Jeez, I can just feel the controller throbbing against my groin right now. It's quite... not unpleasant. Moving swiftly on from that detail you definitely didn't need to have in your head right now. What button throws them? Yes, you can throw these things and then shoot them and they blow up, usually exploding me in the process. All of these things are wonderful. I'm gonna find one of those big damn trucks now. But I don't know. All I know of Red Faction Guerrilla's story is that there's rock raiders on Mars and they're going on strike or something. You know, they haven't found enough energy crystal teams and they're being attacked by too many rock monsters. So they get annoyed and they go on strike because Cohagen is keeping them down. The only aspect about the plot I really like is that they kind of play with the ending of the original Red Faction, which is a nice touch. But again, everything else is like, oh, here's this brother that you really care about and totally isn't going to die in the first 2 seconds. Games that do that, man. Just, if you have no story, don't pretend like you do. That's my message of the day. But Red Faction, this is actually, since we're in just full ramble mode, this is actually my second attempt at a Red Faction Guerrilla video. But the first one, the audio completely bugged out. So if you're watching this, presumably the audio was decent. And if you're not watching this, then I'm just talking to myself again, which was so much fun the first time. That's a wall. It doesn't tend to fall down, sadly. It just angers me. It angers me that why I want a better game to do these physics. I know I've said this several times now, but it has yet to stop being true. This needs... oh, let's wait. Yes? No? I'm gonna find one of the giant vans, and then I might just hit a random person because I like to spike the game. It's like, oh no, you shouldn't hit civilians. Oh yeah? What about that one? Or that one? Or that one? Even the fact that the game just gives you a hammer, I feel like someone on the development team understood what they had. They were like, let's give them a hammer that just can inexplicably smash down buildings like they were made of taffy. Won't that be cool? Yes, it is cool. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's the best thing. But why then does every other part of the game feel like it's just trying to be a generic GTA on Mars? Why the guns... I mean, there's a couple of memorable guns, like the nano rifle I mentioned, but other than that, they're so boring and like just pew pew. And ammo is weirdly rare as well. It feels like you're just starting to get into a fight and then you run out of ammo and have to run around hitting people. It's just very strange. I would like to know some insight into why Red Faction Guerrilla was not the endless, timeless classic it so could have been. Better question, why they completely buggered up the sequel. But I should clarify, I've never actually played Red Faction Armageddon, but I've heard nothing but bad things, apart from the fact that it has like a magnet gun or something, which does sound interesting. But just the concept, it was like, let's follow up that awesome game that had really great physics by setting it in a cave where there's no buildings to smash. Genius, guys, genius. Oh, here's a random miner, a random rock raider I've just smushed. Oh, I got points. Yay, points from murder. Red Faction Guerrilla is a sickening game that encourages youngsters to murder people. But look, we're finally going to smash this bloody pile of... oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, does that... wasn't that not beautiful? Was that not glorious? Look at the way it's falling down the hill. And now my thing's a bit stuck. One of my favourite moments that ever happened was I was in some sort of chase, and there was a turn I didn't realise was there, and I flew off a cliff. And I thought I was going to die, but then my car just landed inside someone's house. I was like, oh, excuse me. I feel like some sort of soda advert. It was just it's just a totally organic, unscripted moment made possible by the wonderful physics. Oh, a replacement truck. How nice of you. Out you get. It's for the greater good. One detail I've always noticed is one of the few open world stealing cars games where people actually they don't resist when you try to take their car because they realise that you're on their side. Isn't that nice? Nice trivia detail. Those ghosts are still mocking me. Mock me, will you? I like that the first area you started is named after the character from Red Faction 1. It's a nice touch, guys. I think this video should be ended on me just getting in a pointless spat with the man. I meant to put a marker down. I put a marker down in Parker so I can lark around. Let's stop trying to be hip with the kids. It doesn't usually end well. Yes, destruction time. There we go. That's what we want. I'm going the wrong way. Would help if I turned this bug around. It has just a big wedge with teeth on it. This thing. They knew that this thing existed to plow through buildings. Speaking of which, never mind. You will forgive me also if I just degenerate into endless Total Recall joke. Oh my god, I need to clarify. Total Recall, the 1990 original, not Total Remake, you Colin Farrell. And I'm not bad-mouthing Colin Farrell, I should qualify. I've actually seen him in some things where he was a lot of fun, but he's forever tainted because he was the main guy in Total Remake. Total Remake, and now they're doing Remake Cop. Next year, no, not next year, this year. Oh god, it's this year now, isn't it? Oh, and I look forward to people saying, "Oh, it's 2014." No, it's 2014. It's like 14 years into this century, and you haven't figured out that saying 2158 takes a lot longer than saying 2558. Well, I forgot the number I said in between trying to make that comment. So, oh, shut up, optional missions. This is almost exactly out of Spider-Man 2. All the goddamn annoying, I lost my balloon. Oh, help me get my balloon back. Oh, those are bad guys. Let's smirk at them. I've always liked whenever you move into a new area, the entire just colour of the screen changes. Oh, I randomly killed a person. Bugger off, I don't care. I like that my popularity with the people is 0, probably precisely because I just kill people for no reason. One thing I do like about Guerrilla, all the awesome upgrade. Oh, a bridge! Never mind whatever I was saying, there's a bridge. Oh, oh, how is that still standing? Oh, full on the guard post. Oh, something exploded, I'm not sure what. Once again, I don't care. Oh, there's a man. There's a man who looks like some sort of bad guy from Tron. Did he just get run over? Twice. And then I did. Why did I not come to this area at the beginning of the video? This is much better. I regret everything. I'm just making sure you're dead, by the way. Mr. Tron man. Oh, God. Jeez, I think I'm playing on hard or something, because I'm dying very quickly. That's strange. I don't know why I played on hard. I usually only play games on the harder settings if they're really balanced and fun. If the challenge is actually fun. Like a Snake Eater. Snake Eater is fun when you turn the difficulty up, because you can't just so easily abuse things like the trank gun. But this is already such a weirdly, another glitchy crane there. Oh, oh, bridge. I was saying something about Total Remake or something. Go away, convoy. No, I'm not trying to do the bloody mission. Oh. Let's just smash the bridge to calm me down. There's something just instinctually satisfying. Yes, escaped. I don't care. Look at all the caring I'm not doing. As opposed to this, which is fun. It's fun. Look at the fun we're having. Smashy, 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 smash. Oh, the entire section of bridge is wobbling, I can see. Oh, yes. There is a wonderful bridge in one of the later areas that you can only destroy once. It never respawns, and I don't know why they did that, because it's the best thing in the whole game to smash. It's this huge bridge, like a kilometer long. Oh, jeez, God, oh. And every time I play the story through, I find some new way to smash it. And I like to park a bunch of really heavy cars on top of it, and then just see how many things I can smash, how many of the supports I can smash before the whole thing goes. Ah, Red Faction Guerrilla. You see, look, if you just tuned in 20 minutes into this video and saw me going, oh, smashing through a thing, it's wonderful, it's great, it really would just look like the best thing ever. But you wouldn't know the trouble I've seen. Occasionally you hit something with your hammer and it just inexplicably explodes. One of these things, for instance, you're like, let's smash this tank. Boom! Oh, that actually killed me. I love the massive red stain on my arse there. Wonderful. I remember what I was going to say. One of my things I like about Guerrilla is that the upgrades actually are hard to get. You have to actually get quite a bit of cash to unlock good things, which I like. Because a lot of games fall into the trap of giving you upgrades, but then they're so easy to acquire that the difficulty never catches up. So you get games like Singularity, which get easier as you go on, so long as you don't play like a complete ditz, trying to make up a word there, because you get upgrades faster than the game can increase in difficulty, so it just kind of goes backwards to how a difficulty curve should work. But Guerrilla, to its credit, actually makes upgrades hard to unlock, because you need quite a bit of cash, and you get cash by smashing government buildings, which is good. The problem is that scrap, which is what you collect, is hard to see, it's hard to find on the ground, it's just kind of slightly a different colour to other things. It doesn't make a very satisfying sound when you pick it up. So it's fun and satisfying to get money, because you get things like the jetpack when you get money, but the actual act of picking it up is annoying. And I really wish you could have just automatically earned money by smashing buildings. It's like kind of the God of War logic. Just give people the points without them having to walk over there and scoop it up. But then you have something like Spyro, where picking things up is accompanied by a fun sound effect. So these are all the sorts of things. It's like Mirror's Edge. I can't bloody believe there's a Mirror's Edge 2 coming out. Please be good. Please be good. This is one instance where I really think there should be a proper sequel, because, well, if not even a Red Faction, it doesn't have to be Red Faction, it doesn't have to be a sequel, I just want a game, Just Cause 3. Okay, let's end the video on this. Great gaming gods, who probably don't watch my videos, please make Just Cause 3 with these physics. There we go, you've got a new generation of slightly better technology to play with. Or, shockingly, you could just do it on PC, where you might actually have the technology you need. Shut up, bonus quest, I don't care. Just Cause 3 with this physics engine. That is the moral of this story. But yes, Red Faction Guerrilla. It's flawed, but it has that one really, really fun thing it does. No, wait a minute, no, we can't go this entire video. If you've ever seen my extremely terrible Red Faction, the original Red Faction video, you will know that my favourite thing in Red Faction is attaching satchel charges to people and watching them run around. So I am deliberately, I was so happy that they kept this. I've deliberately attracted this man out of his car just to throw like 7 satchel charges. Ow! Ow! Will you leave me alone? What possible reason, officer, could you have to be upset? I was just attaching explosives to a living human being for no reason. I think that's a perfectly legitimate cause of hobby. There we go. That should teach you. That should teach you. I like the material of this. It's like some chromy metal thing. Where's my man gone? Where is he? Oh my god, he's buggered off somewhere. No! Oh, fuck me. Fine, I'll blow up the ground. Maybe if I blow this up, I'll see an explosion somewhere, which tells me where he is. No. No. We need a new victim now. I suppose I could have used these police officers who were after me. I'm gonna end this damn video. Get out of the bloody car. This is for a greater cause than whatever tedious crap you were doing. Oh, come here. No. Oh, she's wise to me. She's like, no, I saw what you did to Trevor. No. I've just used up my entire stockpile trying to blow her up. Fine, you're standing still. One of you... There we go, lady. There you go. I love they just flail around helplessly. Oh, I'll take you with me. Oh, they fell off! Oh, fuck. Okay, I blew myself up as punishment. There we go. Should you get your ass to Mars, should you enjoy the glory of Red Faction Guerrilla? Yes, it is a lot of fun. Just don't expect masterpiece. Don't expect to keep coming back to it time and time again like Just Cause 2. But yes, Just Cause 3 with these physics. Go. Make it so. It's sad that THQ died because they might have been, desperate enough in their death throes to make a new game with these physics, but they didn't, so I have no idea who owns it now. Whoever it is, you know what to do. Thank you for watching this doubtless unspeakably rambly video. This was largely one of my console recording experiments, but Red Faction Guerrilla, less than everyone has sampled the joys of blowing shit up on Mars, so I felt it was a necessary public service. Thank you for watching, and do indeed be sure to get your ass to Mars, and so forth. This is the sound of me turning the telly because I forgot to rearrange it after I moved my chair back. What a fun behind the scenes extra that'll be for you. Enjoy.